Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to look at Paradox Rift and see if it's time to pick up some singles in this set. It's been out for 4 months now. Usually cards in the Scarlet and Violet era have been bottoming out around the 6-month mark. I just want to put my price targets out there in advance. I prepare myself to buy these cards when and if it hits those price targets. One of the first cards we're going to look at is actually one of my favorite Pokemons, Steelix Illustration Rare. $10 release day price, now sitting at $11, so it's kind of gradually going up. Hopefully that's just temporary and it does drop to $7. At $10, actually makes it one of the more expensive illustration rares, right up there with Ralts, which is a high demand card just because the God of War is actually very collectible. Next up, we have another great looking illustration rare, Morpeko, with all the candies around it. Release day price of $18, dropping 39%, $7 savings to a low of $11. Just hovering around that area, $12.56 right now. Price target is $9, I think, because of playability. And it's a fairly popular Pokemon, I think. Might hold around that just below $10 mark. Next up is one of my favorite Pokemon, Garchomp EX. Got the terrestrialized treatment, so value just tanked. I don't think any of us like the design of the terrestrialized helmet that floats above its head. Just takes away from the Pokemon. Anyways, release day price of $25, down $8 from its release day. That's 32% less than where it was released. Hit a low of 17 just recently, so it's still on its way down. I think it's gonna hit a price tag of $13. Next up, we have Parasol Lady. I'm not a waifu collector at all, but in my opinion, this artwork is just beautiful. Beautiful, sparkling rainbows, glitter, without actually having glitter. So I think it's a great looking card, or a great looking artwork for a card. With a release day price of $29, now sitting at $19, the $10 savings, 35% drop. Price target of $15. I think it's done kind of dropping dramatically. It wasn't that expensive to begin with, so around $15, just below Miriam. Next up, we have Altaria, a very beautiful looking card. Reminds me of the Aerodactyl flying in Lost Origin. Very similar design. Release day price is $26, down 23% only, which is $6 drop. Sitting at $20, which is right around where the God of War, Miraidon, SIRs from the base set came out. So I think it has a little more room to drop. $16, what I'm predicting will be the area where it bottoms out at. Next up, we have Iron Hands EX, a card that everyone thought was going to wreck the meta with this amp you very much ability or attack, where it takes 2 prize cards for a single prize Pokemon. It's still very playable, but the artwork just is not doing it for collectors, I think. So once its playability drops out of the rotation, I think it's going to drop even more. It's already down 40% from release. Price target is $14, so that's going to be a 50% drop, a little more than 50% drop for this card. Now we get to my personal favorite card in this set, the Groudon Illustration Rare. I wish it got the SIR treatment. Cards with texture just feels more valuable, but this one is just a great looking lava explosion, all this, everything you think of Groudon. Release day price of $28, down 18%, holding up very well. Is following the path of Tyranitar, where it just held up very well on the $20 mark. But Tyranitar is around $17, and that's where I'm pricing it as well. Maybe it'll be a little more or so, but I think that's going to be the same area you'll fall into. Next up, we have Gholdengo EX, a very cool looking card. If you get with a Gimme Go, they stack together perfectly. Release day price of $37, a very small drop of just 24%, holding steady at the $30 mark, so a very small drop for a card that expensive. So a price target of $22 is right around where Miraidon, God of War, Chien-Pao EX all are, and those have been out for a long time now. So I think gradually over time it will get there. It's very meta relevant, so it might hold its price for a little longer than usual. Next up, we have Iron Valiant EX SIR, beautiful looking SIR, release day price of $59, already dropping 50%. Saving yourself $29 if you waited. There was a major pop to $70, which was maybe got a lot of FOMO into it, but we knew it was going to drop. Classic pop and flop for new sets. Price target is $24, so just a tier above where Chien-Pao, Miraidon, God of War, Gholdengo are going to be. So playability is a factor, so hopefully it holds steady around this area and gradually will drop to $24. Next up, we have the most expensive card in this set, the Roaring Moon EX SIR, release date price of $100. Did shoot up big time to like $115, I remember. Now, ever since then, it's been dropping, nosediving down 43% since. Hit a low of $57, kind of bouncing right now. Maybe hold steady around this area, but it's not more popular than Blastoise or Venusaur, cards that came out before it. And more people want that set of 151 and those cards. So playability is a major factor in holding the price value up, but I could see it gradually dropping to $45 because that's where the Obsidian Flames Charizard is. And that card is just as playable as this card. Overall, it looks like Paradox Rift is following the path of most sets where they drop out 50% when they hit their bottom. So release day price for all these cards were going to be $367. Right now it's $249. But if they hit my price target, you can see the savings for each card, the amount you would save per card with the stamps. but the total would be $180 savings. That's a 50% drop. $187 total you would save. That's enough to buy 2 booster boxes to keep for future investment. So usually I wait until my price targets hit, or until it looks like it's holding too steady and it's not going to hit that price target. But I'm pretty sure most of these cards will hit the price targets. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think of these price targets. Do you think these savings are realistic? You know, saving $55 from release day price and $35 for Iron Valiant, those are big time saving. That's enough to buy multiple items to keep for sealed product investments in the future. So that's how I kind of make the decision of, let's wait it out, let's find a target price and see what we can use that money for in the future. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.